Well, hey everyone, this is Michael again, and we are live. And happy 4th of July to all of you out there. Hope you all are having a good 4th of July. It's been raining here today in New York. We had some thunderstorms, as well. But, hope you all are enjoying your 4th of July. If you are just coming back from a barbecue or maybe sunny and warm, wherever you guys are, if you went for a walk or anything. I hope your 4th of Julys have been, good so far. We got the All-American Nightman, Mike Harper. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for coming into the stream. And it's going to be a good one. So, but happy 4th of July to you if you're watching. What are your thoughts on Beetlejuice 2 from Matthew Johnson? I like that Tim Burton is coming back to direct it. Michael Keaton reprises his role as Beetlejuice, but I would have to wait for a trailer to it. Like, in my personal opinion, all right, the Beetlejuice came out in 1988, so that's 10, 20, like 34 years since the first one came out. But I'm like one of those people that are like, all right, they want to do a sequel all these years later. I'm like, it's too late to do that. Like, it would have been better if they would have did it in the 90s or, early 2000s. Same for like the Goonies. I know that they've been wanting to do a Goonies sequel for a long time, for years, but it's just not going to have the magic that the first film had. So I mean, how are you going to do a Goonies 2 unless if they have like the characters from the first film, like Mikey and Mouth, those characters, and they have kids and their kids go on an adventure. So, but I'll have to wait until a trailer for Beetlejuice 2, to see how it's going to be. Do you still have Rugrats in Paris and A Night at the Roxbury on DVD? Well, my sister has Rugrats in Paris, so she owns it, and I still have Night at the Roxbury on DVD. Just A Night at the Roxbury is just hilarious. I don't know why some people don't like the film, but I found it, pretty fun. It's a childhood favorite of mine. But it's gonna get loud, with the fireworks. They're shooting fireworks outside, the house here. But do apologize, if it gets loud later on. As the sun goes down, it's still light outside. But I'm like, why do some people shoot fireworks in the daytime when you can't even see them? Just wait until nighttime. So, but that's people. That's some people. But I actually did see. You all know I saw Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I did a movie review on it, and then I see people that watched the video and they gave it like a thumbs down. I'm like, oh, there are some people who disagree with me on the film. I'm like, it's my personal opinion. If you don't like it, that's fine. But excuse me for liking the film. It did have, its problems, but still, I came out enjoying the film. So, but yeah, we all agreed to disagree. If you don't like Dial of Destiny, that's fine. I liked it, and that's not gonna change my opinion on it. Unless I rewatch it, down the line years later, I'm like, all right, my opinion changed. So Raw was awful last night. Yes, Brian, it was absolutely fucking awful show. It was Monday Night Recap, as I would call it. There was more recaps in the whole 3 hours of the show than wrestling from what we saw. It's absolutely boring. Boring show. And I'm like, that whole tag team turmoil, to, you know, to be the number one contenders to face Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the uh, women's tag team championship. I'm like, that just shows how bad the women's division is in WWE. Just, you could tell right there when you watch that women's tag team turmoil last night. Fucking awful. And Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, win that. I'm like, it should have been Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. They are a legit tag team. Every one of those women that was in that tag team turmoil is not a legit tag team. They're just paired up because WWE wants us to believe, oh, that's their that's their tag team, for them. But yeah, Raw was awful last night. And SmackDown's going to be at the Garden on Friday. I am not going to SmackDown because the tickets, they were expensive. It's in the Garden. The Garden charges an arm and a leg for tickets. And you add that on with the fees, it's like you're spending like $400 to $500 on that. But let me see. Let me go to Ticketmaster and see how much the tickets are that they're charging now, as the show is this Friday. So let me see here. Looking up. Now, I know it's a sold out show. Let's see here. Let me log into this. Ticketmaster is being very slow here. All right. Just hang with me here. I still haven't seen the new Indiana Jones movie yet. Gonna wait till it's streaming. I refuse to go see it in the theater despite its pretty long 2 hours and 34-minute runtime. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can wait until, it goes on stream. So, but I liked the film. So it wasn't perfect or great by any means. I thought it was a nice send-off for the character and a good conclusion to the franchise. I mean, it ended, it had a happy ending, which was good, which I'm not going to give away. So, but I had fun with the film. Vince would always do turmoil matches, so you could tell he did the opening segment with Brock. Of course. Of course. Brock, was there when, Vince is. So, when Triple H was in charge and Vince was away, that he claimed that he's retired, you didn't see Brock Lesnar, a lot. So now that Vince is back, we're going to be seeing Brock Lesnar, for, God, how knows. But we're going to get a third match between him and Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. And I hope that's the end of it. I don't want to see another Brock Lesnar Cody Rhodes match after this. I really don't. I'm going to go to Ticketmaster here. All right. So So this is the tickets here. Pretty much, it's going to be a sold out show. So you go here. You get like these verified resale tickets. Look, $536.63 for one ticket. Oh, there's two tickets. Let me do one. So yeah, for one ticket, look at that. Now you add that in, and then yeah, you're spending 1,073 right there. Spending $1,000 for just a ticket. All right, you go to let's see if there's not a verified or like that resale ticket. So let's see here. All right. Let's see, section 105 here. Let's go here. All right, see like right there. $431.65. Official platinum ticket. Charged in all those fees. And then go here. Oh, yeah, I guess you gotta spend, you gotta buy two tickets there. Don't you hate that? When you try to buy a ticket and there's like a seat right there that says, oh, you left one seat stranded at the end of a row. Pretty annoying when you gotta do that. So, looks like a sold out show for SmackDown on Friday at the Garden. So, but see right here. Looks like Roman versus Jay will be the main event on SummerSlam. I'm excited. Yeah, that's going to be the case. Roman Reigns, is not going to be done with his cousin Jay. So they're still going to continue this, the bloodline, thing. So there's another site that I go on to look at tickets. Go to TickPick. TickPick is a site where if you want to buy tickets, you don't want to spend the fees from Ticketmaster. Go on to TickPick where they don't charge fees. So the price of the ticket is what you pay. So go right here. Share this. So you go right here. This is TickPick. Go to quantity. So you get like section 107. Go right here, charging $480 for just one ticket. And keep in mind, this is at the Garden. Look, $1,000 for just one ticket for 108. Right here, $1,304. 655. 541. There's a floor seat right here for 1,251. Yeah, the Garden, it's not cheap. Now, I could go to a show at Barclays Center and the price would be cheaper than what the Garden charges. So the only time that I went to a show at the Garden was Monday Night Raw in September of 2019 when Stone Cold Steve Austin made an appearance. So that was the first and only time that I was at the Garden. So, as JD said, Raw was American Idol last night with the sing-alongs. Yeah, it was. And you have Seth Rollins coming out there, and the crowd is just singing along, going, "Oh!" And then Cody Rhodes comes out, and then everybody's like, "Whoa!" I'm like, yeah, it was like an American Idol with that. It's like a singing competition to see who could sing their two theme songs the best? Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins? So, yeah. But see if there's any wrestling news that want to talk about here. On to Wrestling Inc. Of course, NXT is taking place. I have it on TV, but it's just background noise because NXT is just awful. So, yeah, we'll do this. Tyler Breeze still getting paid by WWE 2 years after his release. Wow, he's still getting paid? Reportedly, Breeze is still under contract with WWE, one that specifically covers his appearance as a regular on Xavier Woods, Austin Creed's Up Up Down Down YouTube channel. Fightful was unable to determine if the contract has any wrestling provisions or restrictions in it. But one source said that it bars Breeze from appearing on AEW programming. Fightful added that the sources they talked to for the story touted Breeze's business acumen, set himself up for his future with various investments on top of run the school as his day-to-day business. So, Breeze spent almost 5 years in WWE's developmental system, first in Florida Championship Wrestling, and later in NXT. I was not one of those guys who was a fan of Tyler Breeze. I just didn't like the gimmick where, he comes out there and he's like trying to think he's like gorgeous. So eventually, in 2019, Tyler Breeze returned to NXT in the veteran play coach role, being an experienced hand who could be trusted to help bring the younger talent along. Nice. So good that he's still getting paid 2 years after they released him. No. Tiffany Stratton elaborates on sources of inspiration for WWE character. She's the only woman in NXT that, I like, from, Gigi Dolan, JC Jane. Tiffany Stratton is very talented. I like the character. She's the NXT Women's Champion. So she's only 24 years old. She's one of the big standout performers on NXT. Strand said that her WWE character features a lot of herself and has previously cited Paris Hilton and Sharpay Evans from High School Musical as inspirations. Appearing on Out of Character, Ryan Satin, the WWE NXT Women's Champion, elaborated on how those figures inspired her current wrestling character. Strand ended up saying, I draw a lot of inspiration from Sharpay Evans from High School Musical 3. I don't know if you're familiar, but I'm a big High School Musical fan. I guess you could say. And then I also draw inspiration from Paris Hilton. I kind of like her style the most. Character-wise, personality-wise, I would say I draw from Sharpay Evans from High School Musical. The NXT star also revealed that one prominent element of her presentation came directly from the character. She kept saying, I stole the toodles from her. I always say toodles, and I've kind of got that from her, from Sharpay. She kept saying, as for Paris Hilton, Stratton shared that she admired her both for her iconic celebrity status while Stratton was growing up, as well as the mature woman that she sees Hilton as today. So she kept saying, in the very beginning, his name is AJ Winkler, because she went on to discuss the development of her character during her time at the Performance Center. And she kept saying, his name is AJ Winkler. He's a coach at the Performance Center. He helped me a lot. He helped me with my character moments. Honestly, it was kind of like Tiffany, but in the male form. She kept saying, we kind of joked about it a lot. Tiffany Stratton listed Sarah Amato, Fit Finley, Terry Taylor, and Norman Smiley as Performance Center coaches that have been integral to her career so far. So, but Tiffany Stratton, she's going to be a breakout in WWE once she gets to the main roster. Hopefully, that's the case. But we all know with Vince McMahon running things, when Tiffany Stratton finally makes her way up to the main roster, hopefully she's booked right. But hell, knowing Vince McMahon, who knows? Yeah. Hey, Mike Harper, thank you for tuning in. Brian, I agree with you about Raw last night. Yeah. So, but yeah, Charlotte is going to win the title at SummerSlam. So, yeah, we all know that that's going to happen. I feel like Tiffany Stratton reminds me of a young Charlotte Flair. So, I don't see, Tiffany Stratton being like a Charlotte Flair. So, but could be different. You know, here is Tyler Bate on NXT here. I like Tyler Bate. He's taking on Mustafa Ali. Tony Khan talks AEW fans' response to CM Punk's return. Says CM Punk now has 3 matches under his belt since returning from injury on June 17th. After returning to his hometown of Chicago to a big pop, the 2-time AEW World Champion wasn't as warmly welcomed at AEW Collision and Forbidden Door in Toronto. During a recent appearance on Busted Open, co-host Mickey James asked Tony Khan if he was surprised by Punk's reactions changing based on the city. I'm saying I wasn't surprised about that, all given that we were in Canada and given some of the things that happened in the lead up to the show, in particular since the last time he wrestled. So I think as we go on the road, we're going to get a lot of great responses. But just like a sports team, it depends on where you're at. Some sports teams are really popular in home cities, and then when they go on the road, it depends. Definitely, I thought this was like a road game for him, as he did great. So Tony Khan also knows that he's used to the idea of people getting different reactions based on location because of his work in the football industry. Looking forward, though, Tony Khan thinks that Punk advancing the Old Hard Cup tournament sets up a lot of excitement ahead of Saturday's collision with 3 other first-round matches, including Samoa Joe versus Roderick Strong, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Starks versus Juice Robinson. So we saw that on Collision on Saturday. I know Samoa Joe versus Roderick Strong was good. Hobbs versus Dustin Rhodes. Obviously, Hobbs I knew was going to win it, which he should. Hobbs should get something after losing the TNT Championship to Wardlow, which Hobbs should have held the title longer, but we all know how the TNT Championship is. It's nothing but a hot potato title, and it's now being held by Christian Cage when it was won by Luchasaurus. So I don't know why Christian Cage is holding the TNT Championship when it was won by Luchasaurus. Like, what are we doing with the TNT Championship? Both are blonde, both are athletic, both do the moonsault, although I think Tiffany does it better. Of course, she does it better. Charlotte has one of the worst moonsaults I have ever seen. I'm like, even her husband Andrade does a better moonsault than her. I think Andrade should teach Charlotte how to do a better moonsault like he does. Dana Brooke was drafted to Raw, and they say she's a free agent. Yeah, that's a joke. I'm like, she was drafted to, like, they say, oh, she's a free agent, but she's on Raw. And then she was in NXT for like one show. The whole draft was just awful. I'm like, they're not sticking to, their draft. It's like, oh, we're going to have Dana Brooke on Raw. Oh, we're going to have the Alpha Academy come over to SmackDown. It's like the draft means nothing. Can't wait for Punk versus Joe on Collision this week. That's going to be very good. Looking forward to that. Punk and Joe going at it. They're going to deliver. So just give me 1 second here. Okay. The whole draft was useless. Io Sky is a SmackDown talent and was on Raw yesterday. Exactly. Exactly. The whole draft was absolutely useless. Let's see here. Logan Paul versus Ricochet in the works for SummerSlam. Great. I don't care. Really, you wants a title shot at All In? Recent interview with CE Scoops, Blackpool Combat Club's Willie Yuta made it known that he would love to regain the Ring of Honor Pure Championship from Katsuyori Shibata on August 27. I would love to win my championship back from Shibata, Yuta said. I would like to win the Pure Championship back there. That would be an awesome rematch to have. I just want to be on that show, to be honest. Of course, it's going to be AEW's first show in London. So, yeah, so hopefully that will be the case. Let's see Shibata versus Yuta. So, hopefully that happens. That would be a big match there in London. Mick Foley details a tough night he had after legendary Hell in a Cell, of course, King of the Ring 1998. One of my all-time favorite Hell in a Cell matches. I don't know if you all checked out Mick Foley and Undertaker rewatching the match. It's on WWE social media. I watched it yesterday, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun how they watched the match, and little bits that we didn't know about it, like Undertaker went to the match and his foot was injured, but I thought it was fun. If you haven't seen that video, would highly recommend you watch that if you're a fan of that match. One of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time. Cody versus Roman will happen at Mania 40, but they have Cody trying to challenge Rollins for the other world title. More Vince logic. Exactly. I mean, do we want to see Cody take the title off of Roman? I mean, Cody, this is a guy who on Monday Night Raw last week was talking about Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss to Dominic. And I'm like, all right, this guy, he's just doing Dr. Seuss to Dominic. Oh, Cody Seuss is what he should be called. Can you believe that? Last week on Monday Night Raw, Cody quoting Cat in the Hat. Jeez. So yeah, so get into this Mick Foley article. Foley revealed that evening was a difficult night due to the pain he was in. Of course, he put his body through hell in that fantastic match. Of course, again, thrown off the cell from The Undertaker through the table, through the Spanish announce table, and then being chokeslammed through the cell, landed in the ring, and the chair hit him. That's when he cracked teeth. He cracked a tooth, which you saw, he was bleeding, and the tooth was hanging, off his face and his, mustache and his beard. Of course, him going through the thumbtacks later on. So this is what Mick Foley ended up saying. Al Snow was my roommate that night. I didn't get back for about 4 hours because I went to the emergency room. He recalled on his podcast. Even in my sleep, I was, I guess, making some noises, like it was really a tough, tough night for me. Foley sustained multiple injuries during that encounter, including a concussion, which he believes came courtesy of his second major fall. That was when he was chokeslammed from The Undertaker through the roof of the cell and dropped into the ring, and the chair hit him. So he said, while being thrown from the roof down to the floor certainly caused an impact. The hardcore legend believes that it was being dropped through the roof to the ring that led to that. Mick Foley ended up saying at that time, I didn't know that bone jarring bumps could rattle your brain. The table did break my fall to some extent. And like I said, because there were two big bumps, I can't tell which one did the most damage. But I was really hurt for about 6 weeks with all the injuries. Despite the ridiculous punishment that he sustained at the time, Foley confirmed he didn't ever get the internal part of his body checked out at the time. However, it was clear from some of his symptoms that he certainly sustained issues on the inside. Mick Foley ended up saying that there was definitely some blood in the urine for a few days and real tenderness around either the kidney or liver. Wow, that's crazy. He ended up saying it was one of the two organs that were probably injured and really affected me. Oh, wow. So, but yeah, just that match is a masterpiece. You know, Hell in a Cell with Undertaker and Mick Foley. He came out, of course, as Mankind. And just, you know, I go back and watch that match a lot of times, and I still get, you know, chills when Taker ended up throwing him off the top of the cell and he crashed through the commentary table on the bottom of the Spanish commentary table, which Mick Foley has gone to say that that was planned. That was all planned. But the second fall, where Taker choked him through the cell from the roof and then he landed in the ring, that was not planned. So, but that's my all-time favorite Hell in a Cell match. And Undertaker and Mankind, or Mick Foley, said at the end of the video, which you can see on WWE's social media, where they rewatched that match, he kept saying, this is a match that when we're gone, everybody's still going to be talking about. And, you know, that's true. Vince completely ruined Cody. He's a cringe kids cartoon character now. I agree. I mean, we didn't get this much Cody in AEW when he was in AEW. It's like every single week we're seeing Cody. Like, that magic just got tiring. It just went away. And pretty much it's like, oh, Cody's coming out there. Oh, what do you want to talk about? And then, you know, he goes out there. You know, at first, you know, he says, oh, Dusty this, Dusty that. Remember that whole thing where, you know, he's talking about, oh, you know, Dusty, you know, wants me to do this. You know, he would love for me to do that. I mean, we all know that. And then still, him and Brock Lesnar, still no explanation. You know, still no explanation as to why Lesnar ended up attacking Cody. This has been going on since after WrestleMania. Where's the explanation? All this time has gone by, and still no fucking explanation. Are we going to get an explanation? Probably not. Hey, Big Boy Facts Johnny TV. How you doing? Hopefully you're having a good 4th of July. Why Jake the Snake Roberts says Austin 316 promo isn't what put Stone Cold over. So it's his work that got him over, not that fucking interview, Jake Roberts said in his podcasts. The interview was sweet and everything, but if you don't back it up with your work in the ring, your history. He kept saying Steve was a fucking machine. He was a well-oiled machine, brother, and he could go. And he went. Jake Roberts downplayed the importance of the aforementioned promo as a contributing factor in Austin's rise to superstardom. but acknowledged that Austin would have probably sold a lot less merchandise if not for his signature Austin 316 shirts that became a part of pop culture in the late 90s. Oh, and then right here on NXT, Mustafa Ali just beat Tyler Bate. So, regardless of Jake Roberts' take, there's no denying that the pro wrestling gods smiled upon Austin on that fateful day, June 23rd, 1996, at Mecca Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Of course, that was the famous, Stone Cold, Austin 316 says I just whooped your ass. Says Triple H was originally in line to win the 1996 King of the Ring until his involvement in the infamous curtain call led to him being sentenced to the proverbial doghouse. Well, Austin had previously admitted that his career path could have been a lot different if not for his King of the Ring victory. Triple H, in hindsight, is glad that he was punished by WWE management, as Austin's victory and subsequent promo flickered the flames for the Attitude Era. So, but that was a good match there, Stone Cold versus Jake the Snake. And, Austin delivering, that awesome, famous Austin 316, promo, saying the first thing I want done is to get that piece of crap out of the ring. Don't just get him out of here, get him out of the WWF. That whole, promo. I remember way Barrett's down SmackDown, Brock attacked Cody because he was mad. He opened WrestleMania with Omos. Wow. Well, if that's the explanation, then that's fucking pity. I'm surprised we haven't seen Omos in a long time. Good. Good. We don't need to see Omos. I mean, what is he going to do? Just boom. Just deliver a big boot to his opponent and then just tree slam him, put his foot on them, and win the match? Yeah. So, give me 1 second, guys. All right, I am back. WWE's weekly shows are boring, but their premium live events have been great. SummerSlam should be a very good show. Hopefully, it'll be a good show. Hopefully, WWE, books it well. But knowing Vince McMahon, the booking will be shit with little to no hype around it. But SummerSlam, it's going to be in Detroit. It's going to be WWE going back to Ford Field. I think the last time that they were there was for WrestleMania 23. So it's been a while. It's been a while since they've been back to Detroit in Ford Field. So hopefully it should be good. I like the logo to it. I like the logo to SummerSlam, which is very cool. This is what the logo looks like here. If I could show it. So this is what the logo looks like here. I think it looks pretty cool. A little bit different. So reminds me of old school, look to it. At least it's not the star logo, which we're so accustomed to. I like the old school SummerSlam logo, where it was on the anthology, show the SummerSlam logo. Like this SummerSlam logo I like right here. This is the old SummerSlam logo. Like in the I think 2000s. So I liked that logo. That was the logo that I watched. That I know currently of. Oh yeah. I'm excited for Gunther versus McIntyre. Same as me. I'm excited for that. It should be a good match there for the Intercontinental Championship, which we know it's going to be at SummerSlam. Did you see Damian Priest doing a successful cash in? Hopefully, it's successful. Who he cashed in on? I'd have a chance that he's going to cash it in on maybe Roman Reigns. He goes after Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, or Seth Rollins, for the World Heavyweight Championship. But we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, it's a successful cash in and not, terrible. That would be absolutely awful if Damian Priest does not have a successful cash in. Yeah, they're shooting fireworks, out there. So, excuse me if it's coming noisy here. But see if there's any movie news. All right, that's pretty much it for the wrestling news. The movie news, if there's any. With Vince back, I won't be surprised if both cash-ins are failures. I agree. But Io Sky, I mean, I could see, her cashing in on, God forbid, if Charlotte, which we all know that Charlotte might, have the title again. You imagine if Charlotte wins the title and then Io Sky comes out, cashes in the briefcase, and takes down Charlotte and becomes, the champion. I would love to see that. So, but wait a second. Yeah. Posted a link in here if anybody wants to come on stream. You all could be, it could be good to come on stream. So, do a little hangout. So let's see if there's any movie news in here. Cinema Blend here. Superman Legacy's James Gunn shares key way the reboot will stand out from the Man of Steel's previous movies. Gunn has revealed on his Blue Sky page via Home of DCU that Legacy will also forgo showing the character's origins, saying, I think we've seen his origin enough in film at this time. I agree with James Gunn. How many times are we going to see Superman's origin? We've seen it before. We've seen it in Man of Steel. We've seen it in the original Superman with Christopher Reeve. So, says Gunn wrote that comment to a fan suggesting that Superman Legacy uses the opening 2 pages of All-Star Superman as his whole origin in the movie. All-Star Superman is indeed a source of inspiration for Legacy, but as the filmmaker has now made clear, Superman's early years won't be shown whatsoever. So even though we already knew that Legacy itself wouldn't be an origin story, now we know it also won't chronicle him being sent from the dying Krypton to Earth as an infant, learn to use his powers while growing up in Smallville, etc. We've seen that a lot. So we know the origin story of Superman. We've seen it. Gunn is speaking, this doesn't even sound like these events will be quickly summarized during the opening credits, although perhaps that could change down the line. Still, Superman is a superhero who's been popular all around the world for so long that the general public is well aware of his origin story. Just like how they know Batman's parents were gunned down in alley, of course, and Spider-Man was bitten by a radioactive, genetically altered spider. Of course. This is well-treated territory, so James Gunn is surely making the right call, not dedicating precious runtime to that portion of the character's life. Maybe it'll be a few lines of dialogue referencing where Superman came from. But that wouldn't interrupt the flow of the story. Movie's production is scheduled to begin in Atlanta in early 2024, and the movie is slated for release on July 11, 2025. So, but okay, Superman Legacy. We see. Looks like they're not going to do the origin. Since we see it so many times. Everybody knows Superman's origin. James Mangold had a very good reason for opening Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny with a big flashback. And from what I heard, the film is bombing at the box office. So that sucks. So it says, I recently spoke to James Mangold in anticipation of the film's release, who said this about that big, bold opening flashback. So it was one of the main reasons I was really hell-bent to open with a very large sequence taking place in the 40s. Because I felt like before we confront our audience where Indy was in 1969, I felt like I wanted to offer you an appetizer that made you aware we can do this. We're going to do this, but it's going to be a journey until you're back to this kind of heroism again, in the third act. So, but yeah, Indiana Jones in the film, he's taking on Nazis again. Mads Mikkelsen, is the villain in it, which I like. Mads Mikkelsen, I thought he did a good job in the film. So, but I said it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Greetings, Will Farrell, #1. How you doing tonight on this 4th of July? Happy 4th of July to you. Love the Super Mario movie this year. Me too. I loved it. I thought it was an awesome movie, and it did the character justice, of the characters justice of Mario and Luigi. Just great animation. It's probably my favorite film of the year. I just bought the 4K of it. So we'll want to watch it again because of how fun it was, and it was great seeing it in the theater. What did you think of Steven Richards and the right to censor? It predicted what WWE was going to be years later, right to censor. With WWE going PG. So I liked, Steven Richards and right to censor. Molly Holly being in it. Yeah, you had the Godfather in it. I mean, all their theme music was an alarm, and it going warning. So let's see if I can get it here. Right to censor theme. And it was like in the 2000s, when right to censor was there. So, yeah, here it is. Let me get it here. Yeah, now you hear the fireworks out there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's showing on my end. I mean, happy 4th of July. Here it is. This is Right to Censor right here. This was their theme, the theme music that they came out to. It was just this. That's all it was. Go back to the movie news here. Elemental. Still haven't seen Elemental, but when I get a chance to, I heard nothing but good things about Elemental. I like the animation to it. Margot Robbie was asked to sign a Barbie Oppenheimer shirt. Oh yeah, the whole Barbie versus Oppenheimer. Who was going to see which film? You know, it's a battle back and forth between that. I mean, Oppenheimer. You know, it's Christopher Nolan directing the film. It's going to be 3 hours. I'd rather see Oppenheimer than Barbie. Barbie looks absolutely fucking terrible from the trailers that we saw and the TV spots. So, but if I were to choose one, I would rather go see Oppenheimer. Yeah. We've been talking about Barbie and Oppenheimer coming out on the same day for a while now. However, with the film releases coming in a couple of weeks, the scores has picked up, and there's even fan-made merch for the cinematic event. Cast of Barbie did press in Australia. A fan showed Margot Robbie her Barbenheimer shirt, which featured both the actresses Barbie and Cillian Murphy's Oppenheimer in their wide-brimmed hats. The actress behind the title of character knows the shirt and had an A+ reaction to it, as you can see in her tweet here. So I guess this is the shirt here. Has Barbie and has Margot Robbie as Barbie and Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer there. So she ended up signing it right there. So, but Barbie, I already know it's probably going to be a hit, even though I want Oppenheimer, to do good. But we gotta see. Ghostbusters, Ernie Hudson reveals Afterlife 2 is done, addresses possible delay for the sequel. I haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, so I heard it was pretty good. Upcoming new movie release dates this year. Of course, we got right here. We got Barbie coming out on the 21st. Oppenheimer the same day. Haunted Mansion, which I'm looking forward to. I haven't seen the original with Eddie Murphy. I heard mixed things about that. This one has Rosario Dawson, Owen Wilson in it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. I'm interested in checking it out. I mean, I like the animation of it from what I saw in the trailer. It was kind of like, the Spider-Verse type animation. Gran Turismo, looking forward to that. Since I love playing the Gran Turismo games, as a kid when I had, PlayStation. Blue Beetle's coming out next month in August, which, that's going to be, the reset of the DCU, because of what happened in The Flash. So, looking forward to Blue Beetle. So this is all like what's coming in September. You got Expendables 4. which I'm like, all right, you know, we'll have to wait for a trailer for that. Got another Exorcist movie coming out in October. Craven the Hunter, which the trailer was released, but I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. Another Saw movie, great. How many fucking Saw movies do we need? Well, I haven't seen any of them though, but I mean, come on, enough with Saw. Doom Part 2, which the trailer was released. I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I'm looking forward to Part 2 of Doom. You know, I thought the first one followed the book, you know, very good. I mean, the original I did not care for. I thought it was boring. The only standout of that film, of you know, the original Dune, was Kyle MacLachlan, you know, as the lead. Everything else, I was just bored by it. The Trolls movie. Got Wonka coming out in December. Another Aquaman, you know, sequel, which I still haven't seen the first Aquaman. I've heard mixed things about it. Another Mission Impossible coming out. So there's other upcoming movies that are coming out. Will you be reviewing Dynamite tomorrow? Yes, of course I will be. Should be a good show tomorrow for Dynamite. Oh, I gotta show you this. This is what they're doing on NXT. You know, it's Raw Underground. Yeah, they decided to bring this back. For what reason? I don't know. Awful. Will you be seeing Seth Rogen's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem? Yeah, I'm interested in checking it out. You know, like I said, I like the animation to it. It gives a whole Spider Verse, you know, feel to it with that animation. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze is my favorite. Same as me. I like Secret of the Ooze. I don't know why, you know, some people, you know, weren't a fan of it, but you know, I liked it. You know, yeah, Vanilla Ice's "Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go," which you know, guilty pleasure. I like Ninja Rap from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Let's see if there's any other movie news here. Got fireworks blaring outside. Oh yeah, Barbie. I show this. Barbie didn't even come out, and it just got banned in Vietnam. So yeah, Vietnam will not be seeing Barbie. So the reason regarding why previously had other movies like Abominable and the Tom Holland led Uncharted are in the same fate in years past. There's a controversial distinction on maps called the Nine Dash Line, a representation of China's territorial claims in the South China Sea that reportedly is included somewhere in the 2023 new movie release. Since Vietnam contests that the Nine Dash Line violates its sovereignty, commercial screens of Barbie have officially been banned in the country. The ban was voted on by the National Film Elevation Council, and Variety Warner Bros. Did not respond to requests from the outlet to comment on the piece of news about the major release. So yeah. So people in Vietnam, you're not going to be seeing Barbie. What else is there? Let's see. See, go up to news here. Robert De Niro responded after his 19-year-old grandson Leandro died. Uh, you know, feel bad for Robert De Niro there. 19-year-old was found dead in his New York apartment. His grandfather, Robert De Niro, has spoken out. That's very sad. So young, 19 years old. Bam Margera continues to go in and out of rehab. Steve-O expresses concerns. Yeah. Love to hear something encouraging that he's decided to stop blaming all of his problems on other people. I overthink to my sobriety, and I really made an effort to encourage Bam to choose sobriety. It's a shame that he can't make people want to get better. He's not going to get better because I want him to get better. And I can't make him want to get better. If he ever does choose recovery, then man, I'm here for him. Wow. Well, hope Bam Margera gets the help that he could get. I mean, he's going in and out of rehab. Just go to rehab and just get better. Jennifer Lawrence told her No Hard Feelings co-star. Tom Cruise, DiCaprio. Jackass Forever, Steve-O gets honest about how it felt watching both stunt that left Johnny Knoxville with brain damage. Oh, shit. I haven't seen Jackass Forever, though. But yeah, Knoxville seems to be doing all right now, but that's a lot to give of yourself for a movie from a physical standpoint. Apparently, Knoxville reportedly suffered a concussion, brain hemorrhage, broken wrist, and broken rib. Oh, shit. Steve-O ended up saying this last Jackass movie, it was kind of a bummer. Man, it's not fun to watch Knoxville get hit in the head anymore. I wrote this text to the whole cast that day, thanking Knoxville for the sacrifices he's made for this team, and also begging that he stops with the brain trauma. It was one of my most serious and sincere messages. Oh, wow. So, yeah. And Machine Gun Kelly, or Steve-O ended up saying about Machine Gun Kelly, he's like, I love Machine Gun Kelly. I just wish the actual stunt we had him participate in had been at a higher level. So, wow. See, that was what Steve-O had to say. But I see the Jackass films. Now, I did see what's it called, Bad Grandpa with Knoxville in it, and I thought it was funny. ELO release date, cast, and other things we know about the upcoming Pixar film. This is one that probably might be seeing. When it comes out. I love Pixar. I haven't seen Turning Red or Elemental. I heard Turning Red had mixed things. Mixed reactions from the fans, though. But we'll check it out at some point. I mean, we're getting a sequel to Inside Out, which I loved. Inside Out, such a great movie. So, let's see. At D23 2022, Ferrara actually spoke about the upcoming film to the Hollywood Reporter, saying that it really was a unique story, but still had the heart that Pixar films always have. And it feels like a wholly unique story. I don't think we've seen anything like it, or any little character, animated or otherwise, like Elo. But I think that the way it's like all the other Pixar movies is just how much heart it has, and what a great story it is, and how everyone will love it. There's a teaser trailer for it. I like how the animation looks. It looks pretty cool. So I want to check out this film when it comes out. It's Pixar. Uh, see. I even like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. That's good. I mean, 3 is just, in my opinion. Horrible costumes on the turtles. NXT Underground after the failure of Raw Underground was LOL. Of course, I don't know why they're trying to do it again. Only this time in NXT. Why? It's not going to work. It didn't work the first time. It's not going to work now in NXT. Once again, here's the link. If anybody wants to come up, we'll have a panel. So we'll hang out if you all want to. So, but let's go back to movie news here. Of course, here we have Carmelo Hayes and Treat Williams. Oh no, Trick Williams. Treat Williams. I mean, rest in peace, Treat Williams. So, but Carmelo Hayes, he was on Raw last week and loses the match that he had. Yeah, there's your preview of when Carmelo Hayes comes up to the main roster. He got Vince. So, I'm happy Lone Wolf Corbin is back. That's Baron Corbin's only good gimmick. Everything else that he had just fucking sucks. All right, let me get back here with the news. Every Spy Kids movie ranked. Spy Kids films are awful. Did not even care for the first one. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny wins the weekend box office from this past weekend with an underwhelming opening. So weekend gross, it made 60 million. Domestic gross, 60 million. So it's number one. Across the Spider-Verse came in at number 2, made 11 million at the box office this past weekend, and 339 million in domestic gross. Elemental came in at number 3, 11 million. Flash came in at 5 million. Flash is bombing. Yeah. There you go. Indiana Jones, number 1, 60 million. Domestic gross at 60 million. So, but pretty underwhelming. Underwhelming opening. Sorry about that. I was just texting a friend. Uh, Indiana Jones and Marion Ravenwood's relationship, timeline from Raiders to Dial of Destiny. The best female companion to Indiana Jones is Marion Ravenwood. Out of all the women, the hell is this? The Flash's Ezra Miller responds to protective order against them expiring. Ezra Miller, who had greatly left social media, took to Instagram following the court hearing to share their thoughts on the protective order expiring. Apparently, we all know about Ezra Miller. He harassed a 12-year-old, as accused by the child's mother. So this, this thing was expired was expired last Friday during a court hearing in which Ezra Miller appeared. The order was filed last summer after Shannon Goon, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, alleged the actor acted inappropriately toward a child. Following the latest development, Miller has released a statement. So he ended up saying, "I'm encouraged by today's outcome and very grateful at this moment to everyone who has stood beside me and sought to ensure that this egregious misuse of the protective order was halted. Protective orders are meant to provide safety for individuals, families, and children who are in danger. They are not meant to be used as weapons by those seeking attention or fleeting tabloid fame or some sort of personal vengeance when there are people in true and dire need of these services. I have been unjustly and directly targeted by an individual who the facts have shown has a history of such manipulation and destructive actions. I implore those members of the media who have recklessly spread false claims and failed to accurately report the truth and context of the story to hold themselves to a higher standard and take time to find the facts rather than chasing clicks." Wow. Who cares? Ezra Miller, he's an asshole, in real life. Look at all the shit that he did. So, fucking terrible. Is Vince running Dynamite? MJF and Adam Cole doing the "Can They Coexist" storyline. Oh, yeah. The whole thing, with MJF and Adam Cole, where MJF went on to Adam Cole's, I guess, Twitch stream. He called in and he was doing that shit on his stream. And then MJF donated to Adam Cole's stream in his most recent stream, from what I saw. Yeah. Can they coexist? MJF and Adam Cole. Yeah. I guess Tony Khan has taken a book out of Vince McMahon, thinking that MJF and Adam Cole can coexist. Yeah. That Baron Corbin promo was fire. Yeah, it was. So. But it's going to be a short stream here. So it's going to end the stream right now. A little hangout 4th of July stream here. Hope you all are having a good 4th of July. It's getting very loud out there. See if I can show you guys some of the fireworks that they're shooting out here. So there you go. If you could see anything. So they're shooting them. So yeah. But yeah, it's gonna do it for this live stream. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this. It was good hanging out with you guys on this live stream. And be sure to give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow for AEW Dynamite. So until then, have a good 4th of July, and I'll see you all tomorrow night.